Oh, honey, you've packed us a picnic. Mm-hmm. Chris, why are you cutting me off like that?
Gina, did you not read the notes from the listener?
I guess I missed it. What was it?
The past 2 episodes, the past 2 weeks, we've used the same cold open. We can't do it again.
You're kidding.
I'm not kidding.
Well, whose fault is that?
I don't know. Not mine.
Well, I guess I'm still trying to get my picnic.
Oh, I'm going to give you your picnic.
Oh, I bet you will.
I mean, listener, we've had 3 Airstream rallies in the past month.
Mm-hmm. And hanging out with all of our crazy friends. Gosh, you have to include that.
Well, yeah. So we've been a little detained. I'm sorry, not detained.
No, distracted.
Distracted, yes.
Well, you might have been detained.
So, listener, this is our cold open this week.
Yeah.
I hope you like it.
Welcome to The Riveted.
With Chris and Gina.
You know it's your fault, though, right?
We can't let this happen again, Gina. They're listening.
No, let's not do it. No, they're paying attention.
Gina, good morning.
Good morning, and it is early morning for us.
It is a little, but this is the last day of the International Rally in York, Pennsylvania. It is early morning, beautiful morning, and
well, the thing about rallies, if you're not up early and getting your day going, you're going to miss something.
That's right. Yeah, and so it's like one of those things that you do all this fun stuff for a few days and then you can rest after. Mm-hmm. But mornings are fine, and this morning, listener, is very special.
Very special. We have a full house today.
That's right. Of all of the guests so far we've had in our podcast recording studio, we've got the most seats filled for this one. And it is...
we're all tight and cozy and snuggly today.
We have an amazing family with us. We've had numerous people tell us that we needed to chat with the Arnolds.
Yes.
And so we are so glad to have them with us. Dick and Jane Arnold and their wonderful sons, Alex and Scott, and Alex's wife, Barbara. They're all in the podcast studio with us.
Yeah.
And welcome to The Riveted with Chris and Gina.
We're so happy you're here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy to be here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good. Thanks so much.
Are you awake?
Oh, yeah. Working on the first cup of coffee.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Well, we've had numerous people refer you guys to us, and we can't wait to chat and hear about your family's Airstream lives and the experiences and just the passion for owning an Airstream and all the great things. So,
well, before we get started, I want to do like a little disclaimer real quick. So, listener, we lost a mic between our happy hour last night and this recording this morning. So it's not working today, and so we're down a mic. So you will hear a noise in the background of passing of mic. Just bear with us. We'll try to get as much out as we can, but this is an important morning for us this morning. So we're gonna do it no matter what.
that was a good thing to say, Gina.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Good job.
Well, I try to let the listener know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It must have been a good happy hour.
It was an excellent happy
It was
hour.
a good
Since you
happy
lost
hour.
your mic.
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
It died.
I think the mic might be okay. I think the cable is bad.
Oh.
I think so.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but we're glad you guys are with us. So, we always ask people that are guests what their entry point was to Airstream, and I think that you guys probably have an amazing entry point from many years ago. So we're excited to learn that. So, Dick, tell us a little bit about that.
Mom and Dad started Airstreaming back in the 50s. It was interesting that Scott just showed us a picture of one of their first trailers with a 1957 Ford that they pulled with. And my dad loved his Ford to the point where I said, wait a second, you just bought a 28-foot. You got to need something more to pull it with. And I found him a 62 Chrysler Newport.
Wow.
And he just loved that because he had enough power, and it could do everybody else's Cadillacs that they were pulling with.
Mm-hmm.
Because back then they pulled with Cadillacs.
Sure. Back then, those kind of vehicles, that pretty much was all that was available, right?
That's right. Then everybody went to Suburbans.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But those were heavy duty vehicles back then too. not like today's
Well, the trailers
Cadillacs.
were also a lot lighter.
Well, and what was that first trailer? Do you know?
They had a 1956 26-footer that they left in 1964 out of the back of the house that they had lived in. They sold everything and went in a 1956, and they pulled it with a 56 Ford and then went to the 57 Ford. And everybody back then was mechanics. It's not like now where nobody really knows how to take care of anything.
Yeah.
You got to call everything.
Sure.
Back
sure.
then, and we've been on caravans where we think if you, and especially the one that went to Alaska, if you wanted to rebuild a Suburban, they could do it because they had all the parts and the know-how.
Yeah, and you know, you hear stories from Pee Wee about the African caravan and stuff, and how they were breaking, you know, transmissions and rear ends, and all those parts were having to be sent to them, and they getting them from anywhere and everywhere, but they were repairing them in the field during the caravan.
And that's what they could do back then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you great childhood memories then, obviously, of.
No, my mom and dad never took us anywhere. We were too busy raising kids back then, so.
They didn't get the Airstream until we were married, so
That's right.
you did not do it as a child. You
No.
did camping as a
Camping.
child with a tent.
Right.
We can't.
Okay.
So, when did you guys get your first Airstream?
Well, that gets to be interesting.
That was the third camping vehicle.
Oh yeah.
We had a we had a Volkswagen camper that we went all over the place to, and then we traded in for a Cortez motorhome, and then we traded that in for a Bambi 2, and the Bambi 2 we took everybody around the country. Was it 2 years?
One summer.
One summer,
Mhm.
but we put on like 6,000 miles in one summer.
In the 70s.
And we put Alex and Scott in a van to sleep in, and we had Kit with us in the Bambi. And it was interesting because we ran a wire every night, so there was a telephone. We could talk to the boys in the van.
This
And
was 78 or so,
70
before
78
cell phones.
78, yes.
Right. Of course.
And I still remember being at Fort Stockton, Texas.
He loves to tell this story. We were camped at Fort Stockton, Texas, up above the town, and it was flat. There was nothing in sight for miles and miles and miles. And we had such a windstorm. The trailer was rocking like crazy. So my daughter and I were pretty scared, and I said, Dick, hook up the truck and Airstream. This way, if we blow, we'll blow together. We'll just roll for miles and miles, but we'll be together. So he always likes to tell that story.
2 o'clock in the morning, I'm
Yeah.
out hooking up.
Yeah, but we all survived.
Well, Airstreams are so aerodynamic, right?
Yes.
The wind might rock you a little bit, but
Oh, it does.
looks, yeah.
You rock. You
Yeah.
can feel it.
And that wind was strong.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Nothing in sight for miles and miles.
And this is with the boys in the van,
And the van,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Well, yeah. Well, you want to stay with the kids. If you're all going to go, you're
I
all
said,
going
let
to
them go. Let them go.
Yeah, we've said that about our kids too.
So how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah.
Do you all remember that?
Well, so I tell people that we went to California by way of Florida for that summer. And I do remember the van rocking back and forth. I just don't remember connecting the two together. I do remember it took 5 days to get across Texas in the middle of
Yes.
their record. I think it was 12 days of record 100-degree
Oh,
days.
Wow.
And there was no air conditioning
Of course.
in a 77 Dodge van and a 62 Bambi.
right.
And how old were you guys, the boys?
I don't know. I
figure I was
11. So I would have been. 12. So my brother would have been 11. I would have been about 15.
Okay.
I remember I would help him back up into all the parking spots because he had some difficulty doing that.
I only say
Hasn't changed.
after 300 miles, I can't back.
And that skills I use on some of our local caravans to help people get in their spots a little quicker.
Right.
Yeah.
As
Right.
you saw with your parking duties, it's the range varies on skill ability.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
for
what we have failed to mention, listener, is that both Alex and Scott have Airstreams as well now. Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
it's a family affair.
We should have mentioned that at the very beginning. I
Yeah, you kind of fell down on your duties, but it's okay, babe. I made up for your inadequate
You
response.
Please.
typically
That
do
takes
that.
a woman, right?
Yes,
It
you
does.
typically-
It does. Yeah,
Are we going to have to separate you two?
most definitely.
Yeah, we usually get through about 3/4 of the day, and then that has to happen. But, how about you, Alex? What do you remember?
I do remember the wind blowing and saying, we're going to hook you up so you can roll with us down the hill. I'm like, I don't want to roll down the hill with you. What are
Yeah.
you doing to us?
Yeah. The van's not rocking, just you guys.
Well, the van was rocking. But
Now,
we
are you
were
sure it
worried
was
about
the wind back then? Or yeah,
No, it was
It was the wind.
it
I
was.
do remember the wind even then. So.
Yeah.
Just think about, I mean, people nowadays could not even fathom making a trip across the country like that without air conditioning in the summertime, for one. And without
50-mile-an-hour with air conditioning.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Or if you're stuck in traffic, there is nothing.
correct.
Mhm.
That was
That's right. I remember those days.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I had a Timex watch, and I always say when the Timex watch stopped ticking because it was too hot, we would find a
I'm
mall, and we'd go in the mall, and we wouldn't leave the mall until my Timex watch started ticking again. And you laugh, but that was the truth.
Yeah. Wow.
We used to get up at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning and bring Kit up to the van, and we would just travel. And the kids wouldn't wake up until 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we would stop somewhere for breakfast.
Right. Wow.
I remember when we were in Vegas and we got up at 5 in the morning, was it? It was 99 degrees or something.
But
Wow.
a dry heat is what
Sure.
they
That's
say.
right.
Yes.
Believe me, a dry heat is just as hot.
Yes.
And
It's
look-
like baking in an oven is what a
Yes.
dry heat is.
I think you like telling a story about where we were based on who was sick at that time.
Yes,
Oh.
that's right.
Which
Alex in Texas with ear infection, I think, from swimming in the swimming pools.
Yeah.
And Scott in Grand Canyon was sick. And then Kit, our daughter, was sick, had a bad infection and had to have antibiotics. And that was
That was in Vegas.
Vegas.
Mhm.
It's when she was finally feeling better. Yes. Mhm.
And it all on that trip.
Yes.
Like you're out camping. Yeah.
Yes. It's not like you were full time. You were just out on your
Just- it
vacation.
Enjoying
was-
your trip.
He taught, so it was the summer and he had the time off.
Okay. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the nurse in Las Vegas was from Brooklyn.
Really?
Yes. So
Felt
that
right
was,
at home.
that was
Yeah.
the beginning of you meet anybody anywhere.
Absolutely.
And that still
That's when you
happens.
realize what a small world it is, right? Yes.
And interesting.
Well, and that, I should have, I guess, asked at the beginning too where your family was from, but it sounds like you're from the state of New York.
No.
No. So,
Be careful. Be careful.
well, where I was going with that question was finding out, making sure I was right based on your accents, but also you're in New York and you just told a story about being in Las Vegas for a summer trip, Texas, 5 days across Texas, all that stuff. It's like, as a family traveling in your Airstream for a big epic cross country trip, that's memories are being made on a long trip like that,
And we ended up in California. So after going through Texas where it was so hot, we had to buy coats because it was cold in San Francisco.
all on
Yes.
the same trip. Yeah.
Yes.
I had coats stuffed way in the back corner that I had to dig out.
Mm-hmm.
We used all the space in that thing.
Gina packed some cold weather clothes the first trip we took in 2017 because we were going out west, and I was like, why are you putting coats and sweatshirts and stuff? I was like, it's July, and she's like, no, we got to have. And being from North Carolina, I just did not compute cooler temperatures in the summer like that.
See, yet again, there I was. I took care of you, babe.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, you go from we were at like 700-foot elevation where we lived in North Carolina, and then we go to 6,000 to 7,000, 8,000, whatever it was.
It was the base.
At the base in
yeah.
Wyoming where we were, and I mean it was cold at night.
Mm-hmm. Very cold.
On that trip, we're going through high elevations
In
in
Yellowstone. I think.
Yellowstone, and we could not understand why the the Dodge, was just not pulling like it used to. So I said, okay, and we had unhitched so we could do some of these things. So we pulled into the Yellowstone garage, and I look at the elevation, like 7,800 feet, and our truck is designed for sea level.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
we just dealt with it and what have you. So.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. I remember going up a hill in Wyoming. It is, and I can't, you might remember the name of it, but it's where it goes over to Idaho.
That's the Teton Pass coming out of Jackson.
Okay. So the Teton Pass, now we have a '07 Tundra and pulling ours, and we're going over the pass, and we're going steeper and steeper, going up, steeper and steeper and steeper. And we're slower and slower and slower. And this bicyclist goes past us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Chris, we need a new truck.
It got our attention.
Yeah.
So what kind of Airstream did you have on that trip we're talking about here?
It's a 62 Bambi 2 that we had.
Okay.
on that one.
Bambi.
Gotcha.
And we got rid of it right after the trip because
Right.
Scott wasn't going to be traveling with us. And you've missed the high point of our life.
Well, tell us about it.
Oh, we'd love
The
to.
high point for Jane is being in Virginia and having to be dragged off to New York. My low point is being in Virginia with Jane and having to drag her off to New York. You can tell that we've been married over 65 years.
Right.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
It's 64
That is
this
awesome.
year.
Yes.
It's been longer than that, Jane. Don't tell me.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
But people nowadays, they don't really honor the whole marriage thing as much as
Not to
they
that
did.
level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been together 34 years together, 33 years married.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And, we thought we were, accomplishing something, but you guys, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And how many of those years Airstreaming?
We didn't go back Airstreaming until
92.
92.
Okay.
He retired.
Right.
Okay.
I think the year before I retired, we finally said, if we're going to do it, we better do it.
Sure.
So we bought it, and I think December we finally paid it off and hitched it up and took it back to New York, back when tolls weren't $500 every bridge you had to go
Sure.
over.
Yeah.
So
And-
you guys have had 5 different Airstreams. The 62, your first 29, the motorhome, the second 29,
Wow.
and now you're Interstate.
And you missed a 25 that we had. We had a 25 that really looked nice, had a side bedroom, and a beautiful way of women for
Nice dresser in County.
right.
Hmm.
And the trouble was Jane was going to kick her foot through the wall, so we got rid of that and got a 31. And then the 31 started having troubles because of the elephant ears in the back, because that was a Beatrice Food one. Bought the 29 at a rally, and we're going to Alaska. And the guy that we bought it from said, "You can't take my trailer to Alaska." No problem at all. We just went on run down the road.
And left him back there, right?
Yeah.
Then motorhomes were being made, and the men had an itch for a motorhome. So he found a classic, what year was it, 95?
95.
Aluminum. And
Right.
we had that for about 15 years. And we've done a lot of traveling, not full-timing, but we were out a lot every year. So it was like...
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just have to, Jane, for you saying that, it's very exciting for me to hear because we're on this, a year of episodes every week, 50 some odd guests. And what you just said right there is a first because we've
Yes.
yet to have anyone that has owned an aluminum bodied Airstream motorhome
Yes.
as a
50
guest.
years.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
he only made 17 of these. He's had a diesel Cummings.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
And we enjoyed that up until the point that the brake caliper froze and the tire brake caught fire and I had to put it out and we got towed. Took them more than a month to get it fixed.
Well, the place we took it to was busy with other repairs.
That's
They
right.
were business related and were more important.
Mm-hmm.
So the 15 years you had it, was where all did you go with it? I mean, because that's a different style of
Everywhere.
traveling. in
We've
one of
done
those.
both. We've done Salem, Oregon. We did the Rose Bowl out there. 2 times we left the motorhome, once in California, once in Las Vegas, and flew home for Christmas. We just stayed out
Yeah, that's
all
wonderful.
over.
It sounds to me like y'all were not worried or scared or nervous at all to travel. Like
No.
you had the tools to travel, and you went, and that's great. You didn't leave it parked and just go a week here and stuff. You actually
Well,
used
he
it.
was retired, and this is what he always wanted to do. After
Great.
his parents had the
That's right.
Airstream. That was the bug.
And we enjoyed caravans so much. I don't remember how many national
We did
caravans.
Alaska, Newfoundland, Canada,
Yeah.
Oregon Trail. We just done a lot.
So how long have y'all been members of the ACI or WBB?
I think we joined in 92,
Right.
and you retired in 93.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yeah. That is
Yep.
fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. And
The
we-
first year we had it, he was still teaching. So we left the Airstream at the family farm in Virginia, where Scott is now taking care of things. So our first rally was a Memorial Day, Northern Virginia Take Pride in America rally. So we packed up the van with suitcases, went down to the farm, hooked up the trailer, and went to George Washington's boyhood home for the first rally.
So we lived out of our
And
suitcases
Yeah.
in the trail.
So then we took it back and went back up to New York in the van.
So we
Yeah.
always usually left the Airstream in Virginia because it was so much easier than traveling it.
Too
through
much traffic. on
traffic.
the road.
sure,
Traveling.
sure.
Yeah.
Don't forget backing into next to the house with the trailer. How much you like backing the trailer up?
Oh,
The trail in Massapequa, New York.
And we put a
He'd had asphalt parkway put down when you got the Airstream,
Yeah,
right,
right, mm.
in 70, whatever.
mhm.
So that was there, but to back it in from the city street was
made
challenging.
it interesting with a two axle trailer,
But you did it.
Mhm.
with a one axle trailer.
Sure.
And Alex lives there now, and he does the same thing with his.
Yeah, but he has no trouble at all. In fact, he put extra. Changed his axle so we could be another 6 inches higher.
Oh,
So it'd be
yeah,
easier to
yeah.
get over the things.
So
yeah.
It wasn't 6, but anyway,
yeah.
it does make it easier to hit those curbs and backing up on those
Uh-huh.
tiny streets.
So tell us about what we should have asked earlier too. What kind of Airstreams do you guys have, Alex? What do you have?
I have a 31-foot classic 2005.
Right.
Is that your first Airstream?
That's our first Airstream.
Okay, and you okay, good.
And we got it in 2020.
It took a while to work on them.
That's okay.
And
That's
Scott
okay.
has,
They came around with you two, and we'll get to your Airstream in just a minute, Scott. But with you two, growing up Airstreaming, were you like? Has it been always a dream? I like this. I want to do this when I get older. Like this is a fun thing for us.
I know I always enjoyed hearing their stories about the caravans and the camaraderie and the people you meet. And we're like when we retire, we kind of thought we would like to do, have
Right.
that experience.
Retire.
Yeah.
Are you retired?
I am. I
Okay.
retired in 2020. So
Okay, there you go.
Congratulations.
We're old. All our kids, two of our kids have retired, so we've got to be old.
Yeah. Are y'all old?
Mentally or physically?
Both. He said mentally or physically old. Yeah.
So yeah, what are your ages, if you don't mind me asking?
let's see.
Oh,
You're
they're
86
thinking
and
about it.
84.
86 and 84. She'll catch up to me in November.
I never catch up.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Barbara's yet to talk on the
Well, hold
podcast.
on. Scott's going to tell us his Airstream first.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't remember when we went to get my first Airstream was a 31-foot 1977 Sovereign.
Oh,
Oh.
And we
sweet.
got that at P&S.
Yes.
Was that in the late 90s, early
I don't remember.
2000s? Anyway. And then I currently have a 34-foot classic limited
Oh yeah.
Airstream. And I've had that 5 years, I believe.
Okay.
Triple axle, right?
It is a triple
Yeah.
axle. Yeah.
Yeah. You
Great.
got white wall tires?
I do not. But I don't have the fancy rims either.
Oh
Yeah.
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 That's awesome.
So Scott's trailer is still at the farm, and I'm trying to get Alex's
one, yeah.
Alex's kids to join to become the fourth generation.
That would be
Yeah.
great. Yeah. That would be really
But that's
great.
not going to happen.
And how old are your kids, maybe? Yeah.
Barbara gets a chance.
Yeah.
Our kids are 29, 27, and 20.
Okay. So they're old enough to be Airstreaming.
Yeah, they
Yeah, there
we
you
tell
go.
them that all the time.
Yes. Yes. Tell them to get out here.
That's great. So,
Yeah.
what was your background at all with any kind of camping before you joined the Arnold family? Like, was it
We
you have any?
camped all the time. So as
Yeah.
a kid, we had a pop-up camper,
Yeah.
which did roll in the wind, and it had vinyl sides. And if it wasn't bungee corded, you could fall out very easily.
Yes, yes.
Which my sister did,
Oh.
and she'd come knocking at the door and say, "Please let me back in."
I remember that you had to hook it up underneath the bed.
underneath
Yes,
the
yes.
bed, and
I
it
remember
was
that.
not very stable, and it
Right.
would shake, and we did roll down
Yes.
the hill one time.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the 5 of us. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was the 5 of us in a little pop-up camper, but and my parents, and we did travel cross country, which was amazing. And we had like family rallies. So
Right.
when Alex talked about Airstreaming in a nice protected silver camper, that sounded amazing.
Yeah.
Where nobody would fall out, and
Right.
we were more protected, and we wouldn't roll.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It sounded really, really great. And rallies, like we had that experience with family growing up. It was like this Airstream family has been amazing. So it's really been great being
Yeah.
part of the Airstream family.
And
good.
so many people have talked about, once they get their Airstream, they didn't realize that a community came along with it, and it really does.
It absolutely does. We've had so much fun, even like at rallies and international, and it's been a really great experience.
Yeah. And it just, obviously, whether you've only been doing it a short time or, many, decades like your family, it just gets in your blood and it becomes
does.
part of your life, right?
It did take a little while to get them really straightened out for that because they've only had Airstreams for like
Well,
the
they
last
had to
10
have the time.
Yeah.
You have to have the
Yeah.
time.
Alex
Yeah.
and Barbara were very involved in Boy Scouting back at their home. And so it's only now they really have time to do Airstreaming.
Yeah. It's
So,
good.
spending 15 years as a scoutmaster, 13, and sleeping on the ground. I've had enough of sleeping on the ground.
Oh,
too.
no
I'd much rather
joke.
sleep on a nice bed.
Yes.
Agreed.
I don't
Yes.
need to do that.
So
Do it
when,
once in a while,
when the
but-
Boy Scouts go camping, you just bring along your trailer and
I wish I could. They won't let me do that.
Oh,
I don't
darn.
understand.
I don't understand that either.
Self-sufficient.
They need like a base, right? And that
Yeah.
can be like the base.
I keep
yeah.
telling him that when he goes to camp, that he needs to take the trailer and he can make that the headquarters.
That's right.
And they just won't let him drag that Airstream all the way up
Yeah.
to the cabin.
Anytime I'm in the presence of someone in scouting that has got to that level, I always have to admit that I flunked out of Boy Scouts.
You can't flunk in the
No,
Boy Scouts.
no, wait. This is Chris. Chris
Yeah.
can definitely flunk out a Boy
I,
Scout.
Two of these are both Eagle Scouts.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's awesome.
And Alex has 2 sons, 3
Three
sons. that are Eagle
of my
Scouts.
sons are all Eagle
So
Scouts.
all five of the kids
That's-
are
So
Eagle Scouts.
see, I need one of those around me, Chris.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
It's not
it-
what it's wrapped up to be.
yeah. I got, I don't know, what's the very first merit badge you get? Or I mean, not merit
Just
badge,
for
but
showing up.
The
It's
level
just-
is it?
Well,
We-
Scout used to be a joining badge. Now it's a real rank, and then
Yeah.
it was tenderfoot.
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 Yeah.
That is him.
Yeah.
That explains him right there.
Yeah.
Tenderfoot.
I think I
Yep.
got a knot tying badge and a swimming badge, and then I was a tenderfoot.
And you can't do either one now, so I don't know what happened.
It's all about practice.
Yeah.
yeah. I
YouTube, you can YouTube any knot you want.
yeah.
2 minutes, and you'll
I
almost be
wished
able to learn it.
I wished I had done it more for sure, because I didn't know that this was going to be part of my life, back then. And had I known,
So
I absolutely would have done it.
somewhere in the Scouts, they teach you how to build a fire, right?
Yeah.
He definitely needed to go to that one.
I flunked big time on the
yes,
fire
he
part.
he can put out a fire, but he cannot start one.
Yeah.
Does he put it out when he's trying to keep it
Yes,
Yeah.
he suffocates it
I get-
every single time.
I lose patience, and I try to make it too big too fast, and I smother it every
Yes,
time.
every time.
It's in my like I just can't get that out of my.
It's a running joke with our community whenever we go, have a camp out or something. Keep him away from the fire. Don't let him get anywhere near it. Don't let him stack the first piece of wood, touch it, anything, because he will mess it up.
Sounds like he needs to find a troop around that he can go join back up with the first year to learn how to
let
build
me
a
get you a
fire.
little Boy Scout outfit.
That's
Can I
a good
get you a Boy Scout outfit? That'd be great.
They're always looking for volunteers.
I should.
I want the little teeny tiny shorts with the little vest. And
Gina, that's not. Come on.
That'd be funny. All these little kids be sitting there, and here comes this big adult dressed like a kid to sit for a class.
Well, I could.
I think that'd be
Well, you don't
hilarious.
sit for a class. You sit around a fire and
Yeah.
you get your hands dirty and you figure it
things.
out.
Well, you know that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Outside to learn how to build
Yeah.
a fire. Yeah.
Yeah. I
I have that visual in my head now.
we had a pretty good size camp out in the fall of 2021 in Western North Carolina, and the facility where we held it, they had a fire ring that was about 12 feet across, and we bought a full cord of wood, and it was only a 3-night rally, so we had big fires. And that was when the running joke started. Gina was like, "Keep Chris away from the fire. Let you know."
No. Now hold on just a minute. It wasn't me that started it. About 3 guys start going out there to load it up, the fire pit up, and Chris goes to join in, right? And once they saw what he was doing, they're like, "Chris, why don't you go find something to do while we're doing this?" and then the word kind of spread that they were trying to be nice to Chris and not tell him that he didn't know what he was doing and to just leave. So then the running joke went, "Keep him away."
They should have showed him this is how you build a fire.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to sit there and teach you one day.
Pass that knowledge along.
Yeah, there you go. Well, y'all can practice that later.
Any estimate of how many campfires you've built as a family over the years? I mean, like,
Oh, we don't.
We don't.
We don't.
you don't do fires?
None.
No, we don't do fires because when I was doing Boy Scouts, every time we had built a fire and I was a leader, no matter what the wind was blowing when I went to sleep, the wind would be blowing in the fire and the smoke would come into my tent.
It would
Yeah.
chase you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
They say a smoke follows beauty, though.
Ah, yeah.
I want to tell one more story.
Okay.
I taught school. Alex is now starting to get, he was starting to get the kids of parents that I had in school. And they usually don't make the connection, but they do. And Alex usually asks him, well, how was he? And one guy said he was terrible. The other guys all said I was wonderful. And that was the reason so they could get easier jobs. But that's another story. But anyway, this one guy said, no, he was horrible. I hated him. And Alex said, what did he make you do? Why did you hate him? And he said, he made me read a book every year. He made me read 4 books. And that was the best thing I ever heard, that I'd made people read books.
Yeah.
And of course, I made him do the Dewey Decimal System and things like that, which is, I've been retired for 35 years.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that now.
We were the infamous people because everywhere we went, it's, hey, there's Mr. Arnold. Look, it's Mr. Arnold.
Oh, right.
Like in Disney World in Florida.
Oh, wow.
The school that you taught at, big town, small town, big school, small. I'm like, what was it like?
We were the second largest school district on Long Island after Levittown.
Wow.
And I can remember that we didn't have enough places for me to go to school because I grew up there, and they didn't have enough places, so they made me stay they put the 5th grade in the firehouse. So we were in the 2nd floor of the firehouse. And I can remember every time the whistle blew, Miss Mollison would say, all right, Dickie, you can watch the fire trucks go.
Yeah.
And that's where he got his disease to get a fire truck.
Oh. You got a fire truck?
We have 3.
Oh, wow.
You have 3 fire trucks?
He has had 3 in his possession, not all at the same time.
Yes, all at the same time.
Yeah.
I had a pumper truck, I had a brush truck, and I had an emergency truck.
So it was a 62 Mac,
Yep.
C pumper, and was it a 71 Dodge?
71 Dodge.
That was the brush truck, but it was a 1-ton chassis out of Pennsylvania. And you currently have a rescue chassis Dodge D400, and that was out of Connecticut, I believe.
But that truck's just like the truck on 51.
Oh,
the
yeah.
emergency show.
Right.
So that's exactly like that. So when we were out in California, we went to the Los Angeles. They didn't have a fire museum. They had a warehouse. And we talked to the guy about it, and he showed us the fire truck, 51, and he said, would you like to go for a ride? And I was in the seat, and we went for around the corner, and he hit the siren, did everything he needed to do. And I said, aren't you going to get in trouble? He said, no, the cops all know us. And that was an interesting museum because back in the corner, they had pumpers that were used in the fire that they had back in '07 when San Francisco burned down.
Yeah.
They had pumpers coming in from all over the world, all over the country, and some of them were still wood burning and coal burning. So it's real interesting.
So a lot of his destinations he goes to while they're out on the road is fire museums, and he does a lot of out of service military installations.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's cool. All right, so here's the question: have you ever towed your Airstream with a fire truck?
Ooh.
In his dreams all the time.
I think that would be pretty cool going down the road. And then whenever you want somebody to get out of your way, you just turn on the siren.
That's right. I have a picture of my rescue truck in front of my in front of the Airstream, and I keep telling people that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And Jane said, "I have no trouble letting you do that."
But you'd be by yourself.
Oh.
It's not a lot of fun riding in fire trucks.
Yeah. Are they uncomfortable?
Scott's the
Tell me
expert
about
on
it.
fire trucks because he's retired firefighter, EMT, AET.
You are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
Nice. But let's see, you still are working on a farm though, right?
I do live on a family farm, my mother's family farm
Mhm.
in Virginia. I have a cow-calf operation and lease some land out for a row cropper locally.
Okay. And so you said we were talking earlier, and you said you had beef cattle there, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right.
Jane's family lives on a farm that was granted way back in the 1700s. They
Wow.
to cross the street and built a house where the house is now, and that's where Scott and Jane lived there.
Mm-hmm.
And she remembers when she got water and when they got electric and when they had
Absolutely.
inside bathrooms. So
Oh, yeah.
she went through all that stuff. Me,
Absolutely.
I'm a Long Island
City
boy.
boy.
I come from Long Island, so I know all that kind of stuff already. So I didn't have any trouble. So
Yeah.
then I went down to Virginia and went to school. And my buddy said, "Hey, I got a couple of girls. You got a car. Why don't we take them to the state fairgrounds?" I said, "Okay." It was downhill ever since.
Sounds like a pretty downhill ride,
Our
though.
first date, a blind date.
Yeah, a
See,
blind date.
Well, yes, we didn't know each other.
Yeah.
Our friend and a
And,
friend.
and
Friend
was that date?
The
The
fairground.
I
fairground.
haven't
Yeah.
been back to the fairgrounds since.
Virginia State Fair.
Yeah.
That gets you in trouble when you go to the fairground, doesn't it?
I
Well,
did
so
that time.
I hate to break it to you, but you're staying on fairgrounds right now.
Oh, hey, you are.
Yeah.
Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Jane, we're leaving tomorrow.
It doesn't,
Yes, you are.
it doesn't feel like the fairgrounds. It just feels like a little Airstream city.
It
Yes.
does. It does.
And
There's
like
a
I said,
lot of
I
Airstream.
enjoy your overview of all the trailers on the infield
Yeah.
where you can see everybody.
Yeah.
That's just so interesting to me. And I'm still having a little trouble going from the Airstream to the Interstate.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, some of your advice to people, other Airstreamers or people getting into it, was that your Airstream is a bug-out vehicle. So you need to pack
Oh,
for 4
yeah.
seasons and
Yeah.
be able to be independent to go to wherever you're going to wind up
Mhm.
if something were to go wrong, personally or nationally or disaster or whatever. So
Right.
And my other comment to people is, once you go out to a rally, why are you going home?
Right.
You're packed up. You should go and
Just
you can
keep
go.
going. Hmm.
Keep trying. I keep telling that to all our new members.
And you know, that's advice like that from someone that is this veteran of an Airstream owner that's coming too from just that adventuresome spirit that you get when you own an Airstream, right? That's
Yes.
following along with Wally's passions of just seeking out adventure when you've got your Airstream in tow.
Hmm.
And one of my latest adventures is I've been up in Maine to a abandoned or SAC base. And this last summer, I got a chance to stand on top of an atomic bomb bunker.
Wow, really?
There
Whoa.
were 38 in this one installation.
It's
Where they-
Loring Air Force Base.
Loring Air Force Base.
Yeah.
well, you would go up there during operations that were going on in the Middle East because of
Maine was a very focal point for travelers, people going overseas and
Right.
coming back. And we joined the Maine troop breeders. And I can remember one year we shook hands with 3,000 guys coming back from or going over to
Guys and gals.
going over to Afghanistan.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then since then, they've kind of dragged down. We've been to a couple more. We've been probably to maybe another 300 one time. and they were all interesting because they were a armor outfit that was coming back. So I talked armor with them because my M48 tank that I had is now somewhere in junk somewhere.
Okay, hold on. Time out. Did you just say a tank that was yours?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course,
he did.
No.
He did.
The
That's-
first sergeant said, "That's yours."
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So when you were in the military.
He was in the New York National Guard.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. All right. That's cool. It'd have
Fire
been-
trucks, tanks,
also, yeah, the
Airstreams.
tanks.
This just keeps getting better and better.
That's awesome. That's
And we still have our 1957 Volkswagen.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
That's fabulous. We have my mom has a 72 Beetle,
yeah.
and she still has it. Yeah.
All these things, are just from back in those ages. Some people don't even pay attention to that kind of stuff, but it really is like a snapshot of America. In
Yes.
a way. Volkswagen,
true.
Volkswagen's a different country, but still, and at that age range, those cool vehicles and unique things.
You mean like a 1946 Jeep that's there?
That would apply as well,
Yeah.
for sure.
You have to understand we have two 40 by 60 buildings filled with odds and ends.
Mm-hmm.
Many of my odds and ends, some of Scott's odds and ends. Alex just hasn't contributed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need to. You got enough stuff.
I keep telling him, come on down. He said, "There's no place to go."
Yeah.
I told you I'd take the Jeep off your hands.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
No, I think it'd be great to see this.
So this may be a hard question for any of you to answer, but especially given how much you've enjoyed Airstreaming as a family. But what was your most favorite or most impactful destination? Like,
Well,
or-
it could be the memory of it.
yeah, like what do you think of whenever you think back about your fun and adventures Airstreaming? Like, what do you think it was the most one? Like,
You're asking me what was my best trip,
Sure.
and I keep telling people it's the next one.
yeah,
Ooh, I
That's-
like that.
that's a great
Because they're
answer.
all
They're all
fantastic.
You all meet different people doing different
Yes.
things. So-
Yes.
Yeah.
But,
But
it
then
is.
the next one might be better, and the next one might be better. Who knows? They're all fantastic.
But this is so nice for us to have both Alex and Scott with us.
Yes.
We don't usually have that kind of combination because we're all going different ways.
Right.
So this has been a wonderful thing for us to have
Yeah.
them with us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it, especially at 9:00 when Scott comes over and tucks us in.
Oh, you put little chocolates on their pillows and do all that?
Sometimes.
Oh, will you come tuck me in?
I actually,
You have your own department over
Yeah.
there, that guy.
I really-
he doesn't do that so well. He didn't learn
You
that.
need to train him better, right?
something tells me he may be doing that just to make sure that you guys don't get into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
We're good at doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you also have to understand we have moved off the farm and we visit it every once in a while so we can get our mail. But we have moved into a retirement area that has what do you call it?
Continuing care.
Continuing care.
Oh, nice.
So
Yeah.
we are going to be well taken care of.
Yes.
We've done simple things like made sure we have a what's our
Advanced directive.
advanced directive.
Mm-hmm.
This last year, we finally got a headstone to be in the family cemetery. Jane's family is all buried in the backyard.
Only the dead ones. So here's living proof.
Oh,
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm glad the alive ones are not buried.
That's great.
Yeah.
We winter in Florida.
Mhm.
We're snowbirds.
Yeah, nice.
That's good.
We are in Land Yacht Harbor now.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
are y'all doing all the driving back and forth? Do y'all share the driving?
Oh,
or-
yes. She
Yeah.
kicked me out of the driver's seat.
Yeah.
She
Like-
likes to drive. She loved the motorhome and really loves our 2017 Ford Expedition because in Tennessee, she was passing trucks for the first time, going uphill, doing 70 miles an hour.
Ooh, you go, girl.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
A little better than running down the hill so you can make it up.
Right.
Right. That's
Right.
true.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
You guys the energy and the passion you've got for travel with all these different Airstreams and all the different styles of Airstream that you've owned. I can envision that happening over all these years, and as a family, it's just wonderful to hear. And
There's always something to see no matter where you go.
yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely, for sure.
You're right.
And
And you didn't know you'd be famous at a podcast today, did you?
That's right.
Yeah. So hopefully you guys have documented all of your travels, and you three of you as well over here are documenting it, and so that this is carried on and on and on with the family, because what you guys have done is beautiful.
We're having trouble. In my storage area, I've got an 8-foot wide storage area, and it's got 2 4x8, 4x10
Shelving.
book shelving, and on those shelving is close to 100 loose leaves.
yeah,
Loose leaves, because what we did back then was we put all our trips into loose leaves.
And
Yes.
we took pictures, actual pictures.
Photos, yeah.
Yes.
And
the driver's manuals that we always had didn't just say, this is the address, go to it.
Yeah.
Back then you had to, the leader the year before had to drive and write and take notes
Right.
for the driver's
Right.
manual.
So we have collected Airstream paraphernalia as we travel around, and one of my things was I bought a sign from a Ohio dealership. Now the sign was 6 foot high and 6 foot round. It's an Airstream sign, and I was talking to Samantha, who ran the museum, and I said, well, you wouldn't be interested in the sign, would you? Just an offhand comment. And she said, well, maybe so. And then in our conversations later on, she said, how much would you want for it? Well, I really didn't want to sell it.
Right.
So I told her $1,500. And she said, okay. And about 2 months later, they got back to me and said, we'll buy it. So they sent me a check for $1,500. We cashed it, and we gave Scott $500 to get the sign out.
Well, we weren't home when they went to get it, but
That's right.
Scott was there at the farm. And so
He had to take everything out of the barn so we could get to the sign, take the tractor in and pick the sign up because it was so heavy,
well, it was high.
and put it into the truck.
wow, look at that.
So the sign is at the Airstream Museum. I got there and I said, that's really nice. And I said, okay, I'd like to give the Airstreams $1,000 back because I didn't need it.
Yeah.
I didn't think they were going to buy it. But the only thing really was that it took Scott 2 days, 2.5 days or 3 days
Yeah.
to get everything out. So I thought that $500 was worthwhile there. So I tried to give them $1,000 back and they wouldn't take it. The Airstream company wouldn't take it. So I gave the $1,000 to the museum.
Yeah.
Oh, that
That's
was very
a
nice.
donation.
So I mean, and it's still there. And
Yeah.
the 3 times that we've been there, I have spent at least a half hour every time looking at my sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
What age range do you think the sign was? Like from what
It
age?
was in the 60s.
60s, yeah.
Okay.
And I've got a couple of more signs. I'm not telling them about it. And I've got an original sign. And I've got a couple of banners.
Yeah,
So
that's great.
See, I told you have your own little museum going on.
Yeah, well,
Keep your books. That's important.
yeah,
I'm telling you, Barbara, because you got the good head on your shoulders right there to understand what I'm talking about.
Oh, I
she's good
understand.
at scrapbooks
Yes.
and doing things too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes.
Well,
I understand the family history and I value it. So I think
Yes.
it's
Yes.
real
And it
important.
should be valued. Yeah.
Well,
Well, she is the smart one, so.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, but
I just have to tell a quick story as we wrap up. You guys are one of the main reasons why we do this podcast. But the very first Airstream rally we went to when we joined, there was a gentleman there, he and his wife, that everybody was going around and introducing themselves, and he mentioned he was from the town that Gina grew up in. And so after all that was over and we got to visit with him privately or personally, come to find out he went to elementary school with Gina's mother.
Really.
Yeah.
No. My grandmother.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
My grandmother.
Went to elementary school with Gina's grandmother.
Mhm.
And so
Well, back then it was just a school.
Yeah.
It wasn't all the grades
Yeah.
were in one.
but
Yeah.
at that age of child.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so we visited and enjoyed that. And he had been in the club for
time.
about 35 years. I think
Mm-hmm.
he had 7 stars on his trailer maybe. And he had a reason why she asked about white walls, Scott, was he had a triple axle with white walls. And so before the next rally we went to, between that event and the next one, he passed away. And this was long before our aspirations to have a podcast and stuff. But he was a motivator for us when we decided to do this kind of concept for a podcast to capture memories and thoughts and experiences of people that have had an Airstream in their life for a long time. And we thought of him.
We wish we had sat down with him and had his stories.
Yeah.
To share, because he's got some wonderful stories, just like you guys.
So we're glad that you guys as a family were able to come and give us a little time today, and just these experiences, these memories that you guys have as a family. We appreciate you sharing them on our podcast, and we hope that all the listeners that listen to this episode, whenever and wherever you are, just takes a little bit of that passion for Airstreaming to heart. And
Absolutely.
We just thank you guys so much for being on our podcast and being Airstreaming friends, okay?
You guys are wonderful.
And we thank you because I've enjoyed listening to my boys talk.
There you go.
We don't usually give
For
them a
change.
chance.
Yeah. Well, you gave them a little bit of a chance today.
Well,
but
That's what I said.
yeah.
But
that's
it's really
great.
been a treat being here with both of the families represented.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
really-
I'm sure I would like to have had that with my parents. So I'm sure that it's nice having them hang out, and be around, and
Yes.
that's nice. Mm-hmm.
thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day here at the rally, and just very, very happy to have had you on our podcast today.
Yeah, we appreciate
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, and you all have safe travels on your
Yes.
travels.
Thank you very much.
We're always going somewhere. We're headed to a farm in Virginia. I think.
that's where we're headed.
Come on by. I got full hookups.
I think I don't need a hookup. I just need a piece of grass.
We'll take the hookups. We're 4 days at this rally. We're kind of full.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very
You
much.
guys are wonderful.
Thank
Safe
you.
travels.
Safe travels.
See you down the road.
On the road.
Whoa, what a morning, Gina.
It was a lot of fun,
That
though,
was
wasn't it?
amazing.
What a way to start the day.
Great family. I mean,
Yeah, they're pretty special.
to have the parents, the sons, all Airstreamers sitting on a couch. 5 people in the studio this morning.
Yes, well, including us, 7.
Yeah.
Like it was a full house.
That was awesome.
But getting the perspectives from the parents and the sons was pretty amazing, I think.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that conversation was one of the main reasons why we started this podcast, was to capture memories from those kind of Airstream committed families. It's great.
Absolutely. Listener, we have moved into the future.
This was the last recording from our gallery of guests that we had at the Airstream International Rally in York, Pennsylvania, back in August.
Wow, what a way to wrap it up with this one.
Here it is.
Great.
Here it is, November. Yes.
The leaves are falling.
Yep.
Yep,
So,
the air's cooler.
Thank you for listening. I know that we've got a lot more great stuff coming, so stay plugged in with us. We've got amazing conversations scheduled to come out over the next several weeks.
Well, where else would they go, babe?
Nowhere.
Right. Every Thursday. We're right there in their ear every Thursday.
In your ear every Thursday. We thank you so very much for listening, and we will see you on the next episode. Next week is just Gina and me.
Uh-oh.
Or did I say that right? Gina and I.
It's just No.
Gina and I, not Gina and me.
No. It's not Gina and
I and Gina.
No. What?
What's the proper way of saying Gina and me?
Why don't you just say me and Gina?
No, that's not right either.
Well, no, because if I'm saying it, it would be me and Chris.
Hey, you know what's going to happen? Considering the fact that we were just told that the past 2 weeks' episodes were the same cold open,
Yes.
most likely the listener will send us a message saying
Oh, that'd be great.
the proper way to say Gina and me.
Is it Gina and me?
I think it's Gina and I.
Gina and I. Well, then if you took you out of it, would it be I in that sentence?
Shit, I don't know, Gina.
Do you remember the sentence?
Listen,
You've already forgotten the sentence.
it's been a long
couple of months,
couple
6
of months.
weeks,
Yeah.
something.
And
but it's been so much fun.
lots of fun. We hope you're having fun. We're having fun.
It's all of our friends' fault.
We can't wait to see you on the road soon. Stay plugged in, stay listening, and thank you so very much for supporting us.
We love you guys.
Check out our website, therivetedfox.com. Check out our Patreon, the Riveted Fox community on Patreon, all of our socials.
And there's some special things coming up pretty soon, too, that they need to pay attention to, don't you think?
Like what?
I can't tell you. It's a secret. You thought I was going to say it, didn't you?
Listener, thank you so very much. We'll see you next time, okay?
We'll see you down the road.
We've come a long way, and I only say goodbye because, we never say goodbye on a caravan, but we'll be seeing you down the road.